What are the limits of FBI profiling in real cases? Imagine trying to solve a puzzle with some of the pieces missing. That's what criminal profiling is like for law enforcement. The FBI Behavioral Analysis Unit uses clues from crime scenes, victim details, and offender actions to build a picture of an unknown suspect. The goal is to help narrow down suspects, predict what they might do next, and guide investigations. But even with its successes, profiling isn't perfect. It's more like a helpful tool than a magic solution. FBI profiling starts with analyzing the crime scene carefully. Investigators look for patterns in how the crime was carried out, what the victim's situation was, and what the offender did afterward. They try to figure out the suspect's personality, background, and possible motives. This process is used in cases involving serial killers, terrorists, or crimes against children. The BAU often works with local and state police to piece together these profiles. There have been times when profiling has led to breakthroughs. For example, in the case of the Beltway sniper, profilers guessed the killers were working as a team, which turned out to be true. They also provided details about how the suspects operated, helping police focus their efforts. In other cases, like those involving Ted Bundy, profiling helped law enforcement understand the offender's patterns, which made suspect lists shorter. Profiling can also warn authorities if a criminal's behavior suggests they might escalate their violence. But there are limits. One big issue is that profiling is not an exact science. It depends heavily on the experience and judgment of the analyst. Different experts might create different profiles for the same crime. There are no strict rules or scientific tests that guarantee a profile's accuracy. Sometimes profiles are vague or too broad, fitting many people rather than pointing to one suspect. This can lead to false leads or wasted resources. Another challenge is that profiling focuses on the mental and behavioral aspects of a crime, often without enough physical evidence. While understanding a suspect's mindset is useful, it doesn't replace forensic evidence like DNA or fingerprints. Relying too much on profiling can cause investigators to overlook other important clues or misinterpret evidence. Profiling works best with repeat offenders who leave behind similar crime scenes. It's less effective with first-time offenders or crimes driven by passion, where the offender's behavior doesn't match typical patterns. Sometimes, the profile may not fit the suspect at all, leading to dead ends. Media portrayals often make profiling seem like a superpower that can instantly identify a killer. In reality, it's just one part of a bigger investigation. Profiles are meant to guide and narrow down options, not to find the suspect on their own. Overestimating what profiling can do can create false expectations for the public and even law enforcement. Resource limitations also matter. Profiling can help prioritize leads, but it doesn't replace traditional detective work. Investigators still need to interview witnesses, gather physical evidence, and follow up on concrete clues. Without this, profiling alone won't solve a case. There are also ethical concerns. Profiling can sometimes reinforce stereotypes based on race, gender, or behavior, risking wrongful accusations. Law enforcement must balance using behavioral analysis with respecting civil rights and avoiding bias. While profiling has helped solve some major cases, it's important to see it as a helpful tool, not a cure-all. Combining profiling with forensic science, witness interviews, and thorough detective work produces the best results. As understanding of human behavior and technology advances, profiling may improve, but it will never fully replace other methods. Recognizing its limits helps set realistic expectations for what it can do in real criminal investigations.